Glad to have you with us at Johnny Red Floyd Stadium in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, home to the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Middle Tennessee's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. The Panthers offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the shotgun, the inside give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
FIU will line up to punt. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete to the right. Guys, let's talk a little about Middle Tennessee. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement, you create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's Vattiato. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Now that was a blitz from the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up, regardless of what the pass protection was. Sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, you generally always account for the middle linebacker. There's no reason to let him run clean like that.
And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4. The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Lacey. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Back to throw. It's Vattiato. Working that wide receiver screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Payne. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Backed up now, here's second and long. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Shakes off the defender. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A little screen to the running back. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. FIU will line up to punt. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Vattiato. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They're going to test the right side with this one. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And after that, best thing you can do, hunt it away. Here comes the special teams. Catches it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Nothing but punts as a result of the first three offensive drives, hoping this... Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. To the air on second down. Release to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Owens. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Dawson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Owens. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. Lofts one high and deep. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. The give on the option. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Picks up the first down. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. FIU pushing tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Jenkins. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Throws to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida International.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Iowa has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since the great Hawkeye wave. But this has been a nip and tuck affair in Iowa City. They're up by 4 over Oregon. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. He wants to change this route. They'll run the off-tackle play here. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Looking downfield, it's Vattiato. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man. And sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right, and I think they've started to identify.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, I love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds his man. It's Lacy. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Second down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Battiato. Got it in the middle, it's Doherty. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. He's going to take off. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
And here comes the punt team.
On to kick it away.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Lewis. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Murfreesboro. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Floyd Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. The give to the tailback.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Back to throw. It's Jenkins. Here's a heat. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He gets it all the way down to the 13-yard line, still short of first down yardage. And now on fourth down, do they kick the chip shot field goal or go for it? They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Incomplete. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Shows a little move, gets his man off balance, and gets out to the 22. And the Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll try the right side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, but sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
FIU will line up to punt. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Third down coming up.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He'll try to take it back. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force third and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks on the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the RPO, complete. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. On first down, here comes this offense. Give to the back. Fights off the defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Turning it on. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Panthers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Breaks the tackle. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And now on second down for this offense. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking downfield, it's Battiato. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Hits him inside the 20, still going. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he's got it! Touchdown, Blue Raider!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Grabbed behind the line, it's Owens. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Owens. Breaks into the open. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He'll do it himself. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Went to the running game on first down, now second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. To the air, it's Jenkins. Dumps it to the back. Found a seam. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. FIU set up with another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Dropping back, it's Battiato. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in, it's Doherty. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Catch in the middle, it's Doherty. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Butler. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Lacy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Dropping back, it's Battiato. Hauls it in. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Use the play fake, down to throw. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. The Hawkeyes have been hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 7 over Oregon. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of work to on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Perry. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He'll go to the sneak. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Fires to the tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Owens. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the running back from the shotgun. At the 45 on its way. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. And the Panthers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Bringing the heat. The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Payne. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. With the catch, it's Lewis. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is perfect. And now they've taken the lead in the final 2 minutes and set the stage for a great finish. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to throw, it's Battiato. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Looking to throw. Under fire. Look out, he's got room. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it on the left. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might be calling a hot route. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. All the plays, all the plans, he gets a hand on it. That's a live ball.
And that is such a missed opportunity there for the offense. An opportunity to take the lead if they're able to cash in on that field goal. They just couldn't get it done.
To throw, it's Jenkins. Oh, they're after him. That's reeled in. It's Owens. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Back to pass on second down. He's in open space downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this down.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.